listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me.
I tried. Jey Uso, you doing too much. You helping too many motherfucking people. And look where that got you. What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Going See Spaceship Awaits the Incredible. Back for another edition of In This Corner, the Raw Recap, Pro Wrestling with a Kick. We got a new World Heavyweight Champion. You out there trying to save Cody, trying to save Sammy, trying to save all these people, and you couldn't save yourself. They were live from Phoenix, Arizona. How y'all feeling, everybody? How y'all doing? What's up? Make sure you go to YouTube, like the channel. Still trying to get that sub game up, trying to get to 300 subs. So, we need your sub game up on that YouTube. This was a pretty good edition of Raw. This felt more like a PLE than the PLE felt like a PLE. You had some returns, you had some big matches with some high stakes, and you had, your championship. You also had, which I found very weird, the setup for CM Punk versus John Cena at Night of Champions. CM Punk has no chance of winning. No chance of winning. Doesn't even make it feel like it's winning. And what's up with Truth? I know you come back at Ron Killings, but are you coming back as a heel? Are you coming back as a heel? Y'all can say hello if you're watching, just a little bit. Even if you don't like wrestling, you can say what's up. So we're going to go ahead and start with the show because there was a lot going on. Money in the Bank, once again, it was good this weekend. I enjoyed it. I didn't have too many problems with it. I know some people did get upset about it. Some people didn't like some of the parts of it. Of course, the ending got everybody happy. But seeing it now is like, what are they about to do with Ron Killings? This boy done cut off his locks, which I thought should have been cut because they were living on a prayer. Them hoes was barely holding on. So you get John Cena to come out, which I already felt like was real crazy for John Cena to start the show. And I figured it had to be something. And so with him coming out, he was saying R-Truth is a gimmick. He talks down to him. He tells us his dates. He only has 19 dates left. He says he's beat everybody. He's beat the best. Boom. Cue CM Punk. Now the thing about CM Punk is we know CM Punk doesn't necessarily want to work in Saudi Arabia. That was the thing, but it's already been told that he's going to work in Saudi Arabia. That Saudi Arabian money that got to him, just like he gets to everybody else. So he says, you got 19 dates left. I used to have respect for you. I don't, but what's up? John Cena said, if you want to fight me, you're going to fight me in Saudi Arabia. So we're going to get CM Punk versus John Cena at Night of Champions. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be Punk and Cena. But Punk doesn't stand a chance. Punk doesn't stand a chance of winning. Punk has less of a chance than R-Truth has of a chance of winning that match. Seth Rollins comes out. He just shows the briefcase, lets them know, hey, whoever, whatever, however. And this was my indication that he wasn't going to cash in. Hey, Crystal Love. This is my indication that I knew Seth Rollins was not going to cash in tonight. It didn't feel like it. Even with his backstage segment before Braun Breaker went out for his match. It did not feel like Seth Rollins was going to cash in tonight. So then you have your Chad Gable, AJ Styles match, which is what I thought it would be, based off of last week when El Grande pinned AJ Styles. And I guess they're going to go with this feud as well. It was a good match. I think the highlight of the match was when Chad Gable picked off the ankle lock. The Creed brothers tried to jump in. AJ hit him with a phenomenal forearm, hit him with a Pele kick, or hit him with a kick. He got the Styles clash. AJ Styles wins, which was a good win for AJ Styles. You have your Roxanne and Liv segment where Roxanne is trying to get them to work together. Liv ain't having that shit, though. You feel me? Liv ain't having that shit. You have your women's fatal four-way match with Liv, Roxanne, Kairi Sane, and Rhea Ripley. Great freaking match. These matches tonight were great. Pay-per-view quality matches. A lot of moves. I'm actually going to go back and watch these matches later. I need to see these matches again. Rhea hit the riptide and was about to win, but Raquel stops Rhea. So I'm saying, oh, they're going to segue to a Rhea Raquel feud. Just give Rhea something to do in the meantime. Kairi Sane comes off, hits her elbow. She goes back in the ring. She's about to pin Liv. Roxanne takes her, rolls her up, and Roxanne ends up getting the pin to advance in the Queen of the Ring feud. What up, my baby? What's good, Cass? Becky Lynch is coming to the ring. Then they have the Nikki Bella recap. Becky calls out Lyra again. Here comes Lyra, huffy and puffy. But boom! Bayley comes and attacks Becky from behind. Then what was crazy, Lyra gave this look like she didn't know, but you threw Becky back into the ring. So it's setting up a triple threat match. Maybe not in Night of Champions. I see them taking a break at a PLE because they fought at the last two PLE. I will see them at Evolution. Bayley versus Lyra versus Becky Lynch, which would be a good feud. It'll probably phase Lyra out of the feud and have Bayley versus Becky going to lead into SummerSlam. After that, Becky runs out. Bayley's on the ropes. Lyra's outside. Boom. Here comes Truth. Then we get the Truth segment. He says, our Truth is gone. He said, maybe he's too nice. Maybe he's too gimmicky. Maybe he's too funny. And he cuts his dreadlocks. He said, now you're going to get Ron Killing. And the way he was talking was almost talking like he was going to come in as a heel. You know? So you're not going to get our Truth. Maybe our Truth comes back later on. Then you have the Dom, Finn, JD segment. Finn Balor's just so messy. He tells Roxanne, congratulations. He asks Dom to congratulate him. Dom was like, I got to go to the ring. As soon as Dom says, good job, here come Liv. Liv's a little salty about it. Roxanne says, hey, I helped you. I can see them trying to build Liv and Dom to be good guys, to be faces. I can see it now. I know they could do it with Dom. I didn't know if they would do it with Liv, but I think it's been long enough now that Liv can turn into a face again. Then you have the men's fatal four-way, which once again was exceptional. Braun Breaker is really coming to his own. Penta is just good. Dom is getting so much better. I had a feeling Sammy was going to win. Fat Boy thought Dom was going to win, but Sammy does win. It was a great match. LA Knight came and took out Braun Breaker with a BFT because they jumped him last Friday. And so we was wondering what's going to happen with LA Knight. I think this is good. If he does move over to Raw, he's been in SmackDown long enough. I think him going to Raw and fighting, because even with the Punk and Cena thing, it was like it almost felt like they retconned everything with Seth Rollins. There was no interaction with Seth and CM Punk and Uso and Sammy tonight and Braun and all them, and so Seth is going to have to get new people to fight. And I like LA Knight doing that. Also, they said there was another qualifier next week. I didn't see everybody on there, but Asuka returns. That's what got me. Asuka returns after being out over a year. So I definitely want to see. What up, Timothy? Go Mob. I definitely want to see what happens with Asuka. Nikki Bella comes out, talks about all the women, forgets to name Liv Morgan. Liv comes out super mad. She says Nikki is jealous of her. They throw shots at each other. Liv says, I got everything. I got a championship. I got a man. Nikki hits her back with, is that your man or is that Roxanne's man? Nikki leaves the ring, comes back. By the time she comes back in the ring, Liv hits her with an Oblivion and knocks her out. So I see that's another match they may have for Evolution. And then you had your Gunther and Jey match, which was a long match. People are shitting on Jey, but Jey and Gunther, yes, they fought a lot, but Gunther is teaching Jey how to wrestle. I noticed that tonight. Gunther is teaching Jey how to have long matches. After the match with Gunther at WrestleMania, notice he had that match with Seth. It was totally different. It was a very good match. Jey has been in some very good matches. Jey is learning storytelling. Jey is adding a little bit to his arsenal. But he's done too much. Got caught in that sleeper hole, kept getting caught in that sleeper hole. And after a certain amount of times, he just finally taps out. And Gunther wins. Seth does not cash in. Gunther's the new champion. So now I'm going to see who's Gunther's next opponent's going to be. Is it going to be Seth? Is Gunther going to turn face? Is Dragunov going to come back? What's going to happen? Is it going to be Finn? So we're going to see with Gunther. He is now a 2-time world heavyweight champion. I think Uso did make that title feel a little bit more important. Gunther, you need to continue to do that and continue to level up on that title. But I like tonight. It was 4 matches. They were cool. It was, like I say, it was pay-per-view worthy. I'm going to give tonight a 3.5 ships. It was a quick match. It was a quick night. I didn't go through everything. I didn't talk about all the moves. You're going to have to go back and watch it. But it was, you could tell that the wrestling peaked tonight. They brought their A game. So we got Sammy and we got Roxanne in the King and Queen of the Ring qualifiers. We got some more matches coming up Friday. We only got 2 weeks till Night of Champions, y'all. So I love y'all so much, man. What y'all thoughts about Raw? What did y'all feel about Raw? How did y'all feel it played out tonight? Make sure you hit me up. Go to the YouTube. Like the YouTube. Go subscribe, all that good shit. It's your boy, Go MC. Spaceship Oasis Incredible. Make sure you check us out this Thursday for the Wild Out Radio Thursday Night House Party. And as always, man, I'm out to stay.
But he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried to talk to him. He ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me, but he ain't listen to me. I tried.